Hello, what's up? This side Arshit. Today I'm sharing about the performance appraisal. In the last video, I'm telling you what are the meaning of a performance appraisal and what are the benefit and what are the purpose and what is the need at the organization. And maybe you have to watch this video, then you have to come on the part 2. This is the part 2 and this video is the extent of that video. Today I'm sharing about what is the process, but first we understand what is performance appraisal, because I'm just giving you the quick overview. If you want to revise that informative content, so you have to remember this in the long period of time. So what is performance appraisal? Performance appraisal is you appraise, you measure, you observe some performance. If it is your employee performing something, you are observe this performance and give incentives, give promotion and give transfer and give resignation letter on this. It depends all things on appraisal. Appraisal for what? It's your performance. So once we understand how to be started, because it's not a cup of tea. In the definition I told you about it, I also mentioned it, this thing. It's a systematic and periodically process, not a directly do and done, because you have to choose a specific duration, then you have to go through the first step, then you have to go for the second step. So there is a 5 step of the performance appraisal. The first is establish performance standard. It's a simply, if you are want to understand the single meaning of the performance appraisals, not performance appraisal, it's a performance standard. So performance standard is a setting goals. In the clear words I am telling you, it's a setting of your goals. Setting of his goal. What type of setting of a goal? You have to select the standard. What's your goal? What's your objective? So there is I'm telling you the example and giving you and provide you examples, so you have to better understand what is the process. So there is an organization, maybe so there is an employee, it's at a production department. So production department manager gives the standard like 1000 units the individual employee have to make in the month. Okay, duration is there, standard is there, then the production department measure it. So the first thing is setting the standards. Establish a performance standard. How much the performance and how much the goals of their work. The second is communicate the standard. Not like that you are thinking about and you are thinking individually and you say thinking or selected own. So it's not, no, you have to select it in your own and your employee automatically get it. You have to communicate to your employees, to your subordinates. So it's a better understanding, not better, it's a proper understanding, and better and good understanding. So your employees have to follow those standards and take a target of those standards. So without taking target, nothing is possible. But if you are taking target, so there is a chance, there is a probably do something and get something from there. So communicate. First is select the standard, performance standard, and second is the communicate to the standard with your subordinate, with your superior also, as well as, because mainly the superior gives the standard and communicate to the subordinate, but there is also some cases. And the another thing is measure. The next step is measure actual performance. So now you have to select the goal, now you have to communicate the goal. Now the third is, it's the end of the duration, you have to count or you have to measure actual performance. What are the actual performance of the employees, and we are setting the goal and what type and what efforts the employee do and what the consequences is there. So you have to check in this step. So you have to set a 1000 unit of the production, and the one single individual know about this fact in this step 2. And the third step in this, you have to measure, like your employee produce maybe 1000 unit, maybe it's perform low and high. So you have to comparison is there in the fourth step. You have to compare the actual performance with your standard, because if you are not comparing your actual performance with your standard performance, so you never be understand what the insights is there, what the trend is there, your employees working efficiently, you're working efficiently, not your employees is well perform, your performance will not perform. So there is a lot of anxieties there, and your decision will also be depend on this. So what are you doing for promotion, what are doing in the if you want to hiring the new employees, so you have to check your own existing staff, then you have to give resignation letter to her. So there is a lot of things there. So there is a comparison between the actual and the standard. Like there is a three cases there. The first case is comparison. The comparison consequence is that the employee uh, arrived on the standard, means 1000 production is there and employee produced 1000, so there is a break even. Your employee is not product produce highly unit and not the lower, it's a break even point. And the next condition is, if your employee is not produces well, means you have to standard the 1000 unit and your employee produced only 800 units, so there is a deficiency is there. And the third case is there, your employee produced 1200 unit instead of 1000. So if your employee gives the 1200 units, so you have to promote and you have to give the incentive, so it's a motivated well. And if your employee is not getting on the getting on your standard, so you have to give motivation and give the training, why, find the reasons, what are the problems is there, you have to solve. And if his problem is not solved, so you change the employee from there and you give the resignation letter. There is a lot of things, it's we covered in another video, so we have to understand better understanding of that in this video, because I don't want to make a long video about it. And the third is, the fifth step is measure, you say taking corrective actions. Corrective action is very mandatory. I'm telling you all the things. You have to find the problem, what is the deficiency is there, so you have to take a corrective actions. If you are not measuring the performance appraisal, so how you are finding the insights, and if you are not finding the insight, to how to correct this side. Because I'm telling you one thing, you are getting feedback when you are checking yourself. Without test yourself, without measure your performance, you never check and never gain a feedback and never get a feedback from any person and from anywhere. So today we are understand what is the performance appraisal, the quick overview of the performance. If you want to take a whole video about it, so there is already in channel, you have to go and watch, and we have to understand what is the process is there. So bye bye, this side that shit. I hope your day is very amazing.